Sports as we get ready to go with our Saturday night presentation. This is Brian Anderson. Joining me, analysts Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, and reporter Allie LaForce. And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Clark in at the 3 slot. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
For 3, Booker. Paul with it, and Clark picks him up defensively. The kick out to Johnson. Back to Paul. Outside Johnson. Here's Ayton. The rebound by Jackson. Bane against Booker. Adams inside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
The kick out to Johnson. There's the screen by Johnson. Booker for 3. Bridges passes to Johnson. And the Suns miss again. It's stolen by Johnson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. That's on Brandon Clark. The free throw drops for Johnson.
When Cam Johnson went 11th overall in the 2019 draft, most draft experts were shocked, slating him to go late in the first. But Cam's proven those pundits wrong.
Now here's Bane. Adams a screen. Here's Morant. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
What a smooth move by Morant off the pick and roll, getting himself some elbow room to take a shot.
Well, for Cam Johnson, he was incredible during the 2021 playoffs, Richard.
How about Cam's shooting numbers? Going 50, 40, 90 for the entire playoffs. 70% from the field in the conference finals. Unreal for a three-point shooter. A key part of that Suns finals run.
Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
4 on the clock. That puts him in the lead.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Paul against Morant. Jackson with a screen on Ayton. Here's Adams. And he can't get that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Booker for 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Jackson. Kicks it out to Clark. Second shot opportunity. Off the left rim and out.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
Pass to Johnson. 4-3. Good chance here for Booker. Ayton tips it back in.
I mean, come on, a 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Ayton beats everyone to the ball and converts easily.
Oh, Paul with the block. And now the Suns fast break. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Outside Morant. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul. Crowder, he's checked in for Bridges.
Now into the lineup for your Suns.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here's Ayton. Pass to Paul. Let's go with a 3. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Second team.
Ja Morant picks one up.
So good at drawing contact. CP uses his speed to get to the line.
Good on the second one.
All right, here's a tip for the defense in this one. Avoid sending Chris Paul to the line at all costs because he will punish you if you do.
Morant against Paul. Right side Bane. Jackson on the wing. Pass to Adams. Can they get it? Oh, rejected by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton has all the physical gifts of a great shot blocker. Size, length, and agility.
Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes.
Right wing. Fires for 3. The Suns clear it. Ayton's got 5 rebounds in the game. Booker against Bain. Booker, the pass to Johnson. Can't hit that one. Good D by Clark. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And the shot goes down. Morant's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
The team-first mindset of Jackson, willing to get the ball to his open guys.
Johnson passes to Ayton. Uses the glass on the layup.
The size advantage gives him a clear path to the shot.
Now here's Morant.
Suns foul. Chris Paul. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
You know, John Morant's such a dynamic guard. His combination of speed and creativity, that makes for some tough matchups.
And here's Crowder from the arc. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Suns ahead. They're up by 5. Quarter number 2.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And take a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
It's simple. When you can protect the rim the way they have, it's a big advantage.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
On the court for Memphis. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Morant and Bade in the backcourt together. And it's Clark in at small forward.
Yeah, looking at Ayton using all of his height and reach, slamming it down on a helpless defense.
Payne against Morant. Morant with the slam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Outside Booker. Crowder, the pass to Payne. Outside Booker. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Booker's got his first bucket in this one. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Jay Crowder.
First team foul.
That's his first foul. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by, Morant.
Defensively, Ayton's always had the size and length. Where he's really improved is with the angles he takes to the ball.
Payne with it, guarded by Morant. Pass to Ayton. Now here's Crowder. Outside Payne. Shot clock at 6. Over Morant. No good off the back of the rim. For Memphis, they've gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. Jackson finds Adams. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Gets those passes off quickly. Jackson Jr. really sees the floor.
Booker against Bain. Outside Payne from the arc. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Campaign is the perfect example of how beneficial the G League can be, Richard.
Yeah, it gave him a chance to play real minutes, and it kept him sharpening his skills. Then he got to come back into the league better than ever. A true success story.
And it's Adams missing. The Suns leading. And Booker gets double teamed.
2 minutes remaining in the
On the wing, Crowder. The three. Another three for Phoenix.
Great decision-making from Booker, realizing one of his guys is open and whips the pass to him.
Payne, the pass to Adams. Takes the three. That one's good from Payne on the assist from Adams.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Payne, the pass to Booker. Back to Payne. Now Šarić. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Payne finds Šarić. And the three off target. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Šarić, a screen on Payne. Crowder, the pass to Payne. Here's Booker. Back to Šarić. Oh, and Jackson with the block.
Making his presence known with that swat. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
Brandon Clark.
That was some by-the-book basketball. Blocks the shot, gets out in transition, and finishes strong.
Pass to Ayton. Back to Payne. Inside. Ayton, no good.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Payne against Morant. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. And now it's just a 2-point Suns lead.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
The shake. Misses at the rim. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Suns ahead. They lead by 2. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm joined with...
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And, folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter. Got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, you gotta like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
The duo inside, Johnson and Ayton. Chris Paul out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Crowder in at the 3, small forward. And that's the group for Monty Williams as we begin the second half.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
And what you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled at keeping things very simple, solid at setting the pace for himself and his squad.
Here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Assisted.
Good fast-paced play there. It's much easier to find a shot when you beat the defense back.
To the paint. Here's Ayton. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
Outside Bane. Jackson the screen. Bane the pass to Jackson. Here's Shamet. Pass to Johnson. Back to Ayton. On the wing, Crowder. From deep, Johnson. They get it back. Tries again. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Yeah, what I appreciate about Aiden is that he wants to keep getting better. You have to be excited about his future.
Well, Richard, 17 years for you as a player. If you were to give some advice to someone starting their playing career right now, what do you think that would be?
Oh, it would always be get your routine down. Get your pregame routine. Get your summer routine. You got to figure out what it is that makes your game work. Because it's hard as you get older. NBA careers don't last very long. But if you put your routine, you put your game first, everything else will fall off. A great scorer, Morant showing his poise on that shot.
Mikal Bridges checked in for the Suns. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Bain finds Morant. And the layup is good off the glass. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
The Suns making a switch here. Lee's checked in. Memphis trailing here. Outside Bain. To the wing on the left. Jackson the screen. Clark in the post. Jackson left side. Banked it in off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
This is where you want Jackson Jr. going to town. He's got a nice soft touch around the rim.
Aiden with a screen. Bridges with it. He's picked up by Adams. Pass to Johnson. Out to Bridges. Jacks up a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. Clark's got 4 rebounds now. The drive by Morant. Counted.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Timeout called. The Suns. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ballgame.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. It can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Booker, he's checked in for Shamet. Dylan Brooks checked in for Memphis. Johnson a screen on Brooks. Pass to Johnson. Three-pointer, Bridges. Johnson passes to Aiden. It's Bridges on the wing. From deep, Johnson. Bridges down low, working on Clark. Bridges misses. The Grizzlies have gone an impressive 5 of 5 so far in the third quarter. Here's Morant. Clark, the pass to Morant. And here's Adams. Jackson outside. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Here's Clark. Back to Jackson. Pass to Adams. And it's going to be a 3-second call. For Phoenix, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Booker, the pass to Johnson. Johnson a screen on Brooks. For 3, Booker. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks. So Memphis ends up going with a new group. A minute 6 left in the third quarter. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Booker. Poke loose. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession.
Grizzlies ball.
Here's Jones. Pass to Tillman. Puts the move on. Here's Conchar. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be on Cameron Johnson. First free throw is good.
Shooting for Memphis, John Conchar. 2 shots.
And he makes both free throws.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Grant, they could attempt a 2 for 1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Here's Lee. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Green with the ball. And Bridges picks him up defensively. Three-pointer. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Pass to Lee. And here's Ayton. And so it's Memphis leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth.
And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the court for Memphis to start the 4th. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Green. Then it's Xavier Tillman. And it's Aldama in at the 4-man position. The Suns trailing. Three-pointer Bridges. He buries it from 3.
There was a time you could get yelled at for taking a 3 like that, but now it's a great decision and it paid off.
Now here's Jones. Defense is right there. Here's Tillman. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Crowder, he's checked in for the Suns. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Aldama. Clark comes in for Green. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Conchar. And it's Ja Morant in for Jones.
Crafty play by Booker inside, navigating to a point-blank look at the basket.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Here's Tillman. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
The Suns making a switch here. Paul's checked in. Ayton, a screen on Bane. Booker for 3. Offensive board. Here's Ayton. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Memphis leading. To the middle. And the basket by Tillman. Tillman's got 5 points now this quarter.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Booker, the pass to Bridges. Now Crowder fires for 3. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Those are the turnovers that have coaches pulling their hair out. Why do you think I'm bald?
Morant against Paul. Outside Morant. Pass to Tillman. Outside for Morant. 4 on the clock. Clark outside. Here's the 3. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Bridges. Here's Ayton. Defended by Jackson. Tipped. The Grizzlies have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the 4th. 2 for 4 now. Pass to Morant. To the left side wing. The 3. Oh, he hits that one. 8 for 11 and remaining a thorn in the D side. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Memphis. Paul passes to Ayton. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Defensive foul. Desmond Bane.
Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started.
2 minutes
To the paint. Here's Tillman. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
And it's so difficult to defend Morant in a pick and roll because not only can he get his own, but he can also create passing angles in very tight spaces. Check out Booker rising to meet the challenge. He wants so badly to deliver for his team.
Morant against Paul. And there's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. That one goes. Count it.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
Paul into the lane. Booker for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Shoots the lights out. Booker has limitless range.
Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Outside Morant. Going inside. Morant with the slam!
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Bridges passes to Crowder. The crossover. Back to Bridges. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good. And that brings him within 5. Brooks, he's checked in for Memphis. Bridges hits them both.
And those were big shots. At this point in the game, you can't afford to leave any points at the line.
And the Grizzlies shooting 54% from the field so far in this one. Booker against Brooks. Pass to Clark. Outside for Morant. Ooh, Aiden with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges.
Memphis ball.
There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Phoenix. Pass to Paul. And stolen by Morant. Stolen by Bridges. Inside. And stolen by Clark. 23 seconds left to play in the fourth.
The assist.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're losing by 6. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
We've seen teams come back from this before. Smart to take the timeout and get everybody focused on exactly what needs to be done.
And the bucket is good. And now it's an 8-point Memphis lead.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
Booker no good. Three-pointer, Brooks. The shot, no good. And so the Grizzlies take the win.
The end of the game.
Exceptional effort. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For the entire...
Free-flowing offenses that pile up the assist, Clark, you've come to the right place.
I tell you what, Kevin, both of these teams really emphasize player movement, ball movement, and getting everybody involved, touches and shots. It makes them very unpredictable and really keeps the defense off balance.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Shot by Crowder, no good. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Edwards finds McDaniel. Edwards inside, defended by Booker. Edwards can't hit. Booker the pass to Ayton. Right side Crowder. Back to Ayton. Over Gobert. Phoenix no good that time either.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside. Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
Here's Johnson following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Paul. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist.
Boy, a tough, gritty, smart point guard. Paul isn't at all intimidated by a little contact.
Russell kicks to Edwards. There's the pass to McDaniels. Offline with his three. The Suns have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Ayton. Dishes it to Booker. It's stolen by Edwards. And it's Towns penetrating.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They hope this thing works out. A lot riding on it.
And, you know, we all know how talented Towns is. Now it's time for him to up the ante and do big things in the playoffs.
Johnson sets the screen for Booker. No good with the triple. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And the slam dunk by Russell.
How about that dunk? I mean, you don't see that every game, but Russell looks to flush when the chance is there.
Now here's Ayton. To the middle. And Ayton throws it down.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
And there's Gobert putting it right back in.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. And it's the Suns with the ball. 6-point game. Edwards.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
Now here's Booker. McDaniels defending. No good from Booker.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage.
And finished off by McDaniel.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David. And the Suns making a change here. Bridges checks in, and Towns throws it down.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Ball finds Ayton. Good ball movement here by the Suns. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Ayton's got his second bucket tonight.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
The shot out to Edwards. Here's Gobert. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
Here's Minnesota. They're on a 17-6 run.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Kicks it out to Booker. Fades and shoots. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Totally unselfish play there from Ayton. Sends the ball to someone with a wide open look. Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders. He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And so it's Minnesota in control of the 9-point lead.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns Youth Dance Team. Here they are.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Look at the fast break point total from these guys. I mean, they're really hustling, working hard. And those hustle points are showing up on the scoreboard.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Now here's Johnson after D'Angelo Russell's miss. Kicks it out to Johnson. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Sweet find there by Booker. All eyes on him with the ball, and Devin understands that. That has a nice feel for giving up the rock.
Now here's Towns. And the rejection by Ayton. And it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean foul, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. Minnesota shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Johnson, that's for 2. Ayton, the pass to Johnson. Back to Ayton. Edwards against Bridges. 5 on the clock. Johnson, the pass to Ayton. It's stolen by Gobert. One-on-one fast break. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism there, getting off the floor to throw it down.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Now here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Johnson for 3. And it's Russell with the rebound. And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Paul. Booker outside. Johnson outside. Moves back up. He can't get it to go. Gobert with the defensive effort. Edwards with it. Bridges covering. And the dunk by Towns.
Tell you what, going end to end, Towns may not always look like he's moving fast, but he's gobbling up some ground in a hurry. And some of that is his stride. But that fella's got some big feet, too.
And here are the Suns now. After the basket by Minnesota, Johnson finds Ayton. Johnson with a screen on Towns. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Greg, you look at a player putting up big numbers on a losing team. How do you determine if those are quality numbers, so to speak?
You know, Kevin, it's a great question because somebody's going to put up points or collect rebounds or get assists. So, you know, you look at efficiency, you look at effort, and there's no doubt that you can have winning players on losing teams.
Payne, he's checked in for Phoenix. Now, here's Bridges. On the wing, Johnson. Towns with the steal. And here we go. Towns heading to the hoop. Here's Edwards. Edwards with the stop.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Here's Johnson. Anthony Edwards making his last shot. Trying to get something going. Ball's not loose.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
Crowder, he's checked in for Cameron Johnson. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Driving in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
The Timberwolves shot 6 of 7 at the line.
Carl Anthony Towns.
And Towns drops them both. Suns trail by 19. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And the shot goes down.
And with that basket, he puts a stop to the 13-0 run there by the Timberwolves.
Edwards. They get it back. Gobert fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Love how well Gobert positions himself when shots go up. Committed to getting every board out there.
Gobert, no good on that free throw. With 3, Booker nailed from three-point land. Booker's got 6.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
And they get it back. And the shot is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Booker looking around. To the inside. Here's Ayton. Bridges, no one around him. A three-pointer off the mark. McDaniels with the ball. Pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Showing us a little bit of everything tonight. Carl Anthony Towns, extremely versatile, taking over at the offensive end.
Crowder the screen. Booker no good. To the left side wing. Shoots the 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start.
The Timberwolves, 40.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Carl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
So on the floor for Minnesota, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. Now here's Edwards, following the miss by DeAndre Ayton. McDaniels kicks to Towns. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Ayton.
Well, I like the way Towns plays such a physical style. It's tough on the officials, but the fact that he doesn't mind initiating contact gets him to the strike.
Here's Payne. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Passes to Crowder. There's the feed to Bridges. The kick out to Crowder. Lock at 6. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. It's blocked.
This is where Bridges' wingspan is a factor, allowing him to reach out and get a piece of that shot.
Timberwolves leading by 22. And it's Russell at the elbow. Here's Towns. Out to Edwards. Russell with a wide-open look. Off target with his three.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide-open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
The kick out to Crowder. Back to Payne. Pass to Ayton. Good, nice job down low. Ayton's got 8 points.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Edwards dishes to Russell. Buries the long-range jumper.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide-open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Booker kicks to Ayton. And the pass to Crowder. Booker left side. On target from 13 feet. 8 points for Devin Booker.
He's the prototype when you look at shooting guards, and Book can get buckets with and without dominating the ball.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And sometimes it's as simple as this. Throw it up anywhere near Gobert, and he's going to finish it.
And the wide open shot from Crowder, and a miss there on the triple. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. And it's Ayton missing. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Here's Edwards. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
And Edwards drops them both. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. 11 points in the game.
And really, Booker is as lethal as they come from deep. Can't allow him to get into a groove.
Outside, Russell launches it. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. The Suns have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Pass to Ayton. Back to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession.
Timberwolves ball.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Such great timing, defensive awareness too. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like this, it certainly can change your approach.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
Here's Payne after D'Angelo Russell's bucket. Crowder from outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
For 3, Booker. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's Minnesota leading by 21. And here's Edwards from the arc. No good, shot missing. 36 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now here's Booker. He's got 11. Outside, Crowder. Kicks it to Payne. From deep, Ayton trying to break free. Payne can't hit. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Edwards passes to Russell. And stolen by Ayton. Booker outside. On the wing, Bridges. And so it's Minnesota sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The backcourt there for him, it's Payne and Booker. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Russell kicks to McDaniels. Deflects the pass. Crowder with the steal. And now the Suns a fast break. Now here's Payne. Edwards defending. That's a 2 from Crowder. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And he has to take that long, slow walk back to the bench here. He'll watch the rest of this one from the sideline.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Landale's checked in. And it's Johnson in for Jay Crowder.
At the line for the Timberwolves,
He kicks it to Towns.
D'Angelo Russell, shooting 1.
Back to Russell. And taken away by Paul. Booker against Edwards. In the corner, it's Bridges. Kicks it out to Paul for the 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Passes it to Gobert. No one near Edwards, and he lets it fly. Bangs home the trifecta.
And, you know, for Edwards, it's about hitting the 3 consistently. This will help take his game to the next level.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Tries the spin move. Russell finds Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert. That gives him a double-double in this one. 11 points and 14 rebounds.
Terrific read on the part of Russell that time. Scanned the court, spotting the open man, and then whipped it there for an easy bucket.
No good from Booker. Timberwolves leading by 23. Here's McDaniels. 2 points. That one goes.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
Tracks in the trade.
It seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from 3-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Spins. Here's McDaniels. The second chance effort. It's tipped. Edwards against Booker. Pass to Johnson. Paul outside. Takes a 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Edwards. Phoenix grabs the miss.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
2 minutes.
And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, you know, they've been tremendous, I think, when it comes to sharing the basketball. You know, getting guys involved on the plays and creating offensive opportunities for everybody. Equal opportunity offense is fun to watch.
And they've also played exceptionally well in the paint tonight, taking advantage of their opportunity to work inside. And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And slam dunk by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert, one of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Booker, good.
Let's look at the score differential in this one. I mean, a truly commanding and dominant performance here
for Minnesota.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, and he was aggressive rebounding the ball tonight.
I think his aggressiveness on the glass helped set the tone.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what. And they got it done.
Dunk!
Assist goes to
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
And Bridges is a crafty player, knows how to draw whistles and get to that line.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
Not nearly as productive a trip to the line as he'd have liked. They need all their free throws to go down at this point.
Towns, the pass to Gobert. And here's Edwards. Back to Towns. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Over Bridges. A shot by McDaniels, no good.
All he needed right there was simply to set himself up and then relax and shoot the ball. He threw himself off balance for no reason.
Johnson, wide open, fires. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
You know, not every player can make that kind of a pass. I mean, Paul makes it look easy, but it takes really tremendous vision and timing to execute that.
And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home.
You know, B.A., it'll be an interesting matchup here with the talent and size of their front court. It should make this game extra challenging for these squads. They can't just count on being the dominant force down low. They'll have to get a little creative.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And here's Minnesota now. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Driving inside. Grizzlies with the rebound. Morant with it. Russell covering. And that one's good.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than John Morant.
And Edwards slams it in.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? And with the Memphis Grizzlies, Smitty, they felt like an underdog for as long as they've been around.
It seems to fuel each and every guy that plays here. B.A., they want to prove the doubters wrong. It's something that has really brought this group together.
Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now here's Morant. Jackson outside. Pass to Adams. Tipped. 3 on the clock. From deep, Morant. The shot misses. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Edwards with it, guarded by Morant. It's Edwards with it.
Oh, my goodness. And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Proving once again that when you attack with confidence, good things tend to happen. Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major, major impact.
Jackson, the pass to Morant. Up and over Russell. And too long on the shot.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
McDaniels can't hit.
There is the value of great rim protection without fouling, forcing the miss.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. The three ball. Towns with a rebound.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot most possessions.
It's rebounded by Memphis.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Here's Morant. No good there. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Edwards. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Jaren Jackson picks one up, and he makes a first. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You were so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Now here's Morant. Back to Adams. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Here's Clark. It's blocked by Gobert.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's working.
And Edwards slams it in.
Did you guys see that? What an insane slam.
Man, you got to have some hang time to pull that off. Memphis trailing here. Clark with it. He's picked up by Edwards. And here's Morant outside. Hits the trifecta. Morant's got 8.
Nice stroke by Morant. You love to see him drain the 3 a little bit more.
Edwards can't hit. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 8 so far. And there's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
There's 47 seconds left in the first.
We know he likes to block shots, but Rudy Gobert's impact on contesting shots just as important.
The 3 from Russell. It's Edwards with a drive. Here's Gobert. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Now here's Morant. Give him 8 points now. Kicks it out to Jackson. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Russell against Morant. 6 to shoot. Here's Adams. Second chance effort. Rebound Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Edwards. Oh! Gets you some!
Show us some power!
Nice! Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. He put together 10 points. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points. Did you see that finish? They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one. Defensively, you have to tighten up on him or suffer the consequences. And some will remember that Desmond Bane was the last pick in the first round in the 2020 draft, which is something he has used as motivation over the years.
Right side Morant, on the wing Bane. It's blocked by Gobert. Russell against Morant. Here's Towns. Here's McDaniels. That one off the back iron and out. You know, it's clear now that teams are kicking themselves for not picking Bane earlier in the draft, Smitty.
BA, the reason why he's proven that he can be a huge part of the rotation. A lights-out three-point shooter and rugged defender. A player any team would love to have.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback. Ouch.
That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
This is intelligent basketball, forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
It's all about pace for me. They have set the tone in that area, and they are playing fast, flying up the floor and putting all kinds of pressure on the defense.
And I've also liked how they've attacked the opposition off of turnovers. I mean, just making them pay for every mistake out there.
Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, BA. There's some guys that are not stars and they can close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, he can do both.
Brooks, the pass to Bane. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Jackson outside. Pass to Morant. To end the run, Memphis needs to get off a shot. And the whistle blows. And it's going to be over the back here.
A terrific box out that draws the over-the-back call.
Beautiful to the eyes. That's good fundamental basketball. You love to see that playing the right way.
Here's Edwards. And there's the drive.
Well, you know, it's already tough to play like this at home, but it's even tougher to do so on the road.
They built up this huge league with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
On the wing, Bane. And there's a 3-second violation.
It's so easy to get frustrated when you make mistakes, but you have to keep battling.
It's just one trip down the court, but you have to have short memory in this league or you won't last long.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Here's Edwards driving to the basket. Oh, Adams with the block.
Look at Adams using all of his impressive reach, firmly swatting that shot away.
Here's Bane. And the shot falls short that time.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
There's a fearless side to Ja Morant, even amongst the trees.
All right, let's check in with Ali. Whoa! Crazy good!
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Back to Bane. Jackson outside. Jackson with a screen on Russell. And they get it back. And he's able to get it back. Here's Morant. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Up top, Edwards, guarded by Bane. Morant against Russell. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Morant. Lets a three fly. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
What a night for Ja Morant, showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
Oh, the swat by Adams. Jackson left side. The 3 is up. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night. It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. Jackson on the wing. Fires from deep. It's blocked by Gobert. And that'll be Memphis' ball as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies able to keep possession here. There's 10 seconds left in the second quarter. Jackson can't get it to go. Left side, Edwards. The three from Russell. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall.
With the score, the Grizzlies 17, the Timberwolves 33.
Big gap on the scoreboard. The second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last two quarters.
So for Minnesota right now, filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the 1. Outside for Brooks. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Morant gets it. He's 6 for 10 and looking confident out there.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Yeah, the defense has allowed him to get into a rhythm from there, and he's been relentless. Attacking the defense with the pass. Don't need to be a hero.
Outside Morant. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Up and in on the layup. Morant's got 18 points in the game.
With creativity from Morant, always inventing new ways to score.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And he's looking to get on a roll here to start the second half.
That was a good play call, attacking with the right guy in the right situation.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Here's Morant. Russell with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 in this second half. It's Edwards on the wing, beyond the arc. And there's the call of Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. The drive by Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Off the dribble, Morant is so dynamic, even his teammates look a little stunned.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Russell finds McDaniels. Here's Edwards. Oh, wow. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into.
He goes up strong, but he is met with resistance. I think that surprised him a little bit.
Down low. Here's Gobert. Towns passes to Russell. Outside Edwards. Tries the spin move. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
If you look back to the Grizzlies postseason last year, there's one thing to remember. For most of their core guys, that was only their second trip to the playoffs.
Well, for that very young Grizzlies team, I'm thinking that playoff experience last year was invaluable, Smitty.
B.A., no question. For every playoff game a young player gets under his belt, the more prepared he is for the next playoff run. He's an asset in helping space the floor. He has tremendous touch from range.
Russell to pass to Towns. Now Edwards. He's got 31. Spins. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Bain finds Morant. 1:36 left in the third quarter.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. And stolen by Bain. Jackson outside. The drive by Morant. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. Gobert with it. Guarded by Morant. Gobert passes to Towns. The kick out to Edwards. Another shot. It's McDaniels on the wing. He has 6.
First personal foul. Third team foul.
Towns passes to Russell. Tries to spin move. Outside McDaniels. Clock at 6. From deep.
I love how aggressive Bain is on defense. He doesn't give his man much room to work with.
Memphis has gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. And then Morant with the dunk.
Ooh, wait, big finish, big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turns things around. I'll tell you, at his eyes, once he gets it in there, it's over.
And here's Morant outside. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused, and they've executed.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that.
Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. He's been an offensive force, now with over 30 points after the quarter. We'll be right back after this word. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Execution. This is what you practice every day. These guys are professionals. Beautiful play.
Second personal foul.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Morant and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Dillon Brooks. There's Jackson. And it's Aldama in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
And that one's good for Brooks.
Bad idea leaving him open. He needs more defensive attention, not less. Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion. Pass to Aldama. From downtown. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Edwards. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming.
Any play to stop that easy layup right there. I mean, make him earn it at the line.
So he gets them both. And here are the Grizzlies now. They trail by 18. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you what, that cat, it was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
And Morant gets it to go.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 3 for 3 here in the fourth. Pass to Towns. To the right side. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Stolen by Bain. Here's Aldama. Covered by Towns. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible, and so far they've been super successful using this attack.
And you have to talk about the passing, too. I mean, the ball has been zipping around on the offense, and they've kept the extra pass mentality the whole way.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brooks. Here's Edwards. Clock at 4. McDaniels from long range.
Nice defense by Dylan Brooks, using his power on that play.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
I'll tell you, those finishes are always extra special when they come from your point guard.
Oh, forget about his passing. Can we see more dunking?
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Here's Aldama. From outside, off the mark.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
To the inside, Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
You know he's going to take a lot of shots out there. He's their #1 option right now.
And it's Morant off the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Okay, check out the handles of John Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Here's Edwards. Goes back up. Here's Gobert. And finally, they hit one. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. John Morant has people on skates.
And Towns slams it home.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Morant against Russell. Back to Jackson. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got his 3rd assist of the night.
This is what I like about John Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there finds the open man.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
Memphis, they're working against the clock now. The 3 from Russell. And it's Bane with the rebound.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Pass to Aldama. Brooks with it. To the middle. And here's Bane. Lets it go from deep. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Beautiful mechanics from Desmond Bane. Doesn't need much time to get his shot off.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Timberwolves.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
He really played at his preferred pace. Never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
Edwards against Bane. Here's Towns. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Wow, what a forceful drive by Towns. Going hard at the hoop and picking up a good foul along the way.
And so Towns nails them both.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
Pass to Aldama. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock and don't turn it over.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. The kick out to Edwards. And stolen by Bane. Brooks outside. No good with a layup. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that about wraps it up. For Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Al.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning into 2K Sports. And with these teams, Brent, we have a couple of the deepest rosters in the NBA, and not many coaches can go as far down the bench as these two.
Well, a major advantage if you have multiple guys that you have tremendous confidence in to go out there and be switchable, be able to pass, move, and initiate the offense. And that's a luxury for a lot of coaches to be able to adapt that way.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up at forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
And they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously one of the great distributors of all time is Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And it just seems like Morant is always ready to outwork the defense. A big effort. Pays off for him there inside.
Now here's Paul. Shot left block. In the corner, Crowder with it. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Cameron Johnson's checked in for the Suns. Morant with it. Chris Paul covering. Paul against Morant. No good on the shot. Good work defensively by Paul. Johnson with a screen on Bain. And Booker kicks to Johnson. Kicks it out to Paul. For 3, Bridges. Shot clock at 6. And it's Paul missing. And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Jackson in the corner. There's the 3. Drills it from outside.
Oh, quick thinking from Jackson. When he's rising and firing fast, you know he's in the zone.
Kicks it out to Johnson. On the wing, Bridges. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. On the wing, Johnson. Lots of room. Second shot opportunity. Pass to Booker. Dunked by Booker.
And Devin Booker at 6'5", cleared for takeoff.
Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Clark into the lane. Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. And it's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
The Suns have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
And Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
Down low, and stolen by Ayton. Passes to Johnson, stolen by Jackson. Right side, Bain. Back to Clark. Jackson setting the pick here for Clark. Kick out to Adams. Now the pass to Clark. 6 on the shot clock. Bridges with the board. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 4. And no good. 1:49 left to play here in the first. Clark right side. Outside for Jackson. Pass to Morant. From outside the arc. The Grizzlies with another miss.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from 3-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Johnson finds Booker. Back to Johnson. stolen away. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And Clark slams it in.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Now here's Paul. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Ayton, good, and Paul gets the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
And, you know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Here's Paul to the inside, and Ayton throws it down.
Now, lead passes like that are so hard to defend. He never had to break his stride, so full speed, 2 points.
Clark outside. Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. Kick out to Adams. Morant outside. 6 to shoot. Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. Morant's got 6 points.
And the level of concentration. Morant looked under control despite being under heavy duress.
A nice shot by Booker.
Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Grizzlies lead by 3.
Please give a big round of applause for your
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply own the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is at the center with Johnson next to him. And it's Crowder in at the 3, the small forward. Paul left side. Kicks it to Ayton. The Grizzlies pull it in. Morant right side. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
In terms of entertainment factor, can any current player top Ja Morant? I mean, we've seen Ja with some vicious in-game throwdown.
Payne, he's checked in for the Suns. Hey, Greg, talking about the great Ja Morant, this guy is just flat out fun to watch.
Well, Ja's been known to go off for 50 on any given night, but he also looks for others, dropping some nasty dimes. Morant has an insane combination of athleticism and skill. This guy could do anything.
Jackson, a screen on Crowder. Brooks, the pass to Bain. And it's good, assisting on the play with Brooks. Bain's got his first 3 points of the game.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Pass to Johnson. Ayton, a screen on Brooks. Crowder against Brooks. Here's Ayton, and there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Booker finds Ayton. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Ayton's got 7 points.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
Kick out to Adams. Pass to Jackson. 5 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass. Jackson's got his second basket of the game.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He is such a strong finisher in the paint.
And the dunk by Booker.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Brooks dishes to Jackson. Brooks setting the pick for Jackson. It's Morant in the corner. Outside, Bain. Crowder with the steal. Jackson with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Adams kicks to Brooks. Morant looking around. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank Gray dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? Man, they could knock down the triple.
And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
Konchar's checked in for the Grizzlies. And a change for the Suns. Saric has checked in for Johnson. Here's Morant. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Just superior focus from Morant. His determination is what allows him to convert through contact.
And Memphis making a change here. Clark's checked in. Booker outside. Ayton up top. Back to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Fires from deep. And Ayton throws it down.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Out to Morant. And no good that time. And Phoenix will come the other way. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
To the paint, here's Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Adams has got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
A point who knows his role. Ja loves setting guys up, always looking to pass it.
The kick out to Crowder. And the Suns miss again. And here's Brooks. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Back to Clark. It's stolen by Saric. On the wing, Booker. There's the pass to Payne. And Adams sends it back.
Well, the size of Steven Adams one thing, but persistence is another.
Saric. Oh, to beat the clock. God, what a play!
That is fun to watch. Lets it go at the very last second.
Oh, man, that's got to be frustrating for the defense, too.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back. Second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And so here's Phoenix. 4-point game. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And then there's Steven Adams. Then there's Ja Morant. And it's Konchar into the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Unable to simply overwhelm people the way he did in college just because of his size. Ayton has done a much better job just staying patient. Great pump fake there.
So he gets them both. And for Memphis, they're shooting an outstanding 53% for the game. Up top, Morant, defended by Paul. Morant passes to Adams. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists tonight.
There's athleticism inside Steven Adams that we get to see every now and again. There it was, folks.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. In the corner, Crowder with it. Stolen by Brooks. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
How about the handles from the young fellow? Give Morant credit for taking the initiative and capitalizing.
Morant against Paul. And it's Memphis on the break. Jackson's got the ball. And that one is good. And it's an 8-point Grizzly lead.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance. To get out and run following the steal.
And here is Paul. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
And Chris Paul so comfortable operating in the mid-range.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. Adams in the corner. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Adams has got 7 points in the game.
Well, Adams back in the paint. That's where he lives.
Paul for 3. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Charge has the open look. And the 3 off target. Memphis leading by 8. Pass to Jackson. And stolen by Booker. There's the dish to Paul. Here's Saric. 17-foot shot on the way. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Here's Paul. Here's Ayton. Back to Booker. Saric in the corner. And the Suns get it back. Crowder from outside. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on 8.
Well, Adams with the make them pay mentality right here from the free throw line.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. The drive by Booker. Kicks it out to Paul. Beyond the arc. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists tonight.
And good tempo on that play as Chris Paul was in place for that jumper.
And we talk about the playmaking ability of CP3. 3rd all-time in career assists, 2nd all-time in career assist percentage, and he looks far from done.
Saric outside. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's one thing to get to your spots. It's another thing to shoot with that kind of rhythm. And DeAndre Ayton in one right now.
Pass to Conchar. Morant dishes to Brooks. Takes the 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. And great, what separates Paul from the other 2 guys that have more career assists is that Paul also averaged 18 points a game.
And he scores with efficiency. Really a one-of-a-kind talent. When he finally does decide to hang him up, I think he'd make a great head coach as well.
Here's Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Chris Paul picks up that one.
And going up strong inside demonstrates confidence. Morant not afraid to get physical.
That one misses. Suns trail by 3. Kicks it out to Booker. Saric in the high post. Ayton sets the pick for Saric. Inside. In the corner, Crowder with it. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Important for this offense to have a perimeter threat that's being provided for them right now by Jay Crowder.
Passes it to Jackson. Dishes to Adams. Brooks kicks to Morant. Clock at 6. And Paul pulls it down. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Paul.
Substitution on the court.
Now here's Brooks. Third quarter comes to a close, and a panel brings it to a tie. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Setting the floor for the Suns. The small and power forwards are Bridges and Johnson. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. And it's Ayton in at the center position.
And the flush from Jackson Jr. Great wingspan, and at 6'11", he's got a little nasty in it.
Kept alive. Ayton kicks it out to Johnson. Back to Ayton. Over in the corner, Paul. 3 on the clock. And Ayton throws it down.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Brooks outside. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
He can't get it to go. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. On the wing, Brooks. Jackson down low. Ayton's there. And the basket by Jackson.
All the way to the bucket. No resistance. Just swipe the candy from him.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Big man you don't want to send to the line. DeAndre Ayton's free throw capabilities keep him on the floor at all times.
Adams, he's checked in for Memphis. Clark comes in for Dylan Brooks. Memphis leading. Outside, Bain. Out to the right wing. Offensive rebound. Outside for Jackson. Back to Adams. And a wide open look for Bain. Morant left side. It's stolen by Johnson. On the wing, Bridges. He's covered by Clark. And he comes up with the deuce.
Chris Paul, a crafty finisher, gets inside, and despite being 6 feet, he'll find a way to get it done.
Morant against Paul. Adams right side. Outside Jackson. Bain passes to Jackson. Got a piece of it. Paul with the steal. The pass to Booker. To the middle to take the lead. Shoots over Morant. Bridges, no one around him. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Clark. And Clark slams it in.
And the first thing I thought of confidence from Clark. Knows his team needs a bucket and goes out and gets it.
Booker outside. To the inside. Here's Johnson. He kicks it to Ayton. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
How about a pivotal hoop from DeAndre Ayton?
Bain passes to Clark. And the call on the and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be and it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Johnson down low, guarded by Morant. And it's Ayton missing. Memphis has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Clark. A beautiful reverse layup. Clark's got 4 points this quarter.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And Booker kicks to Bridges. Back to Booker to take the lead. Rebounded by Jackson. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Fast break. Here come the Suns. Johnson for 3. Kicks it out to Paul. Booker outside. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Morant with it. Bridges covering.
More than capable as a defender. Bridges with a great job using his length.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Top of the key, Morant. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance down for a 3-point play. That one on 8.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And the Suns call time. They trail by 4. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
Score, then hope for some missed free throws or a turnover at the other end.
Yeah, this won't be easy, so a little bit of luck will go a long way for them to get back in.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He told them they have to pick it up. He said there's no time like the present, fellas. Embrace the moment. And let's take back this game. See what they can do, Kevin.
Thank you, David. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Bain uses both hands to slam it down.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
And so the Grizzlies take the win. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, B.A., you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think he can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
You better get out of the way. So much power from Anthony Edwards on that drive. Look out.
Outside Booker. There's a screen by Johnson. Booker can't get it to go.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Russell, the pass to Edwards. Now Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
Here's a 3 from Paul. Stolen by Russell. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Ball against Russell. Paul passes to Johnson. And the shot goes in.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 6. Shoots over Booker. It's stolen by Johnson. It's tipped. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. And Edwards slams it in.
No, this is where the freakish length of Rudy Gobert, so effective at reaching in and prying the ball away from the opposition.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Paul. Outside Johnson. The 3 from Ayton. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, true to form in today's NBA, as a big man, DeAndre Ayton has face-up ability, and that's critical.
And Ayton pulls it down. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Now here's Johnson. The kick out to Paul. The 3. McDaniels with the rebound. Here's Russell. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
Crowder, he's checked in for Bridges. Crowder outside. With the drive. Outside Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. The Suns need to get off a shot. Ayton. Oh, he misses the dunk. Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
Oh, it's blocked! It deflects off the backboard. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Minnesota.
You figured they might want to come out and run, and it's been the key for them early. They're just feasting on fast break chances.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Paul for three. Here's Ayton. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Ayton's gotten his second bucket on the night.
What a savvy pass by Devin Booker, making the smart choice, moving the basketball.
Outside McDaniels. Crowder with a steal. Pass to Booker. Sinks it from just inside the baseline.
Well, that should surprise no one. Devin Booker so good in the mid-range.
It's Edwards. Oh, that was something else, man.
Beautiful. Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Here's Edwards. Oh, hey, how about that?
Boy, the quickness off the dribble drive by Anthony Edwards. Being able to put it on the deck, so important.
Booker finds Paul from outside the arc. Ayton. And that's not going to go. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Out. And thanks again for tuning in. Just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. All right, let's quickly break down the game, what we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Suns. Payne and Booker in the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5. In 2022, we saw a lot of teams playing a slightly slower game, Doris, compared to previous seasons.
I think, Brian, what's interesting about the NBA is it's a game that is in a constant state of evolution. You had the three-point revolution. You had a stretch of time where teams would not hit the offensive glass. That has now come back a little bit. Unequivocally, defense is improving drastically, and so you've got to find a way to score it. I think his teammates understand that Anthony Edwards has every aspect of his offensive game working, so let's make sure he's got the basketball.
Now here's Ayton. He's got 5. Clock at 6. Back to Bridges. Fires the 3. Minnesota with a rebound. McDaniels finds Edwards. Driving inside. And Edwards slams it in.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them. What I like about the Minnesota Timberwolves, to me, they took a step forward last season. Finishing their highest conference finish since 2004, made it all the way up to the 7th spot in a very competitive West.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Payne. Ayton, a screen on Russell. Up top, Crowder. Edwards against Booker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Looking at the progress Minnesota has made, many think the best is yet to come, Doris.
Well, they've made smart draft acquisitions, beginning with young Mr. Anthony Edwards, a big-time talent. And obviously, you've got to grow that young talent. That's exactly how you build a bright future for your team.
The Suns have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. And here's Payne outside. Goes back up. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns, Cat is one of the most talented big men, most polished offensive players that we've seen in the NBA. Couple him with Anthony Edwards and Rudy Gobert, and I think you now have to start looking to be a consistent winner. I am anxious to see what this team does this year.
And Cameron Payne is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Edwards. 20 points for him.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
The Suns on offense. They're on an 11-3 run. Pass to Bridges. There's the steal. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Edwards. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Wow, he doesn't miss many of those. He's such a strong finisher and tight.
Booker, good.
This guy difficult to match up with in transition because Booker can hit from anywhere on the floor.
Payne finds Ayton. Back to Payne. Now Bridges. McDaniels covering. Bridges, a screen on Towns. Ayton against Gobert. 5 on the clock. Ayton with a screen. Payne. And that one's long.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
Paul, he's checked in for the Suns. And both free throws good for Edwards. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter.
Well, you think about the resurgence for Karl Anthony Towns in the 21-22 season. Selected to his 3rd All-Star game, he actually won the three-point contest, and consider in the regular season, 50, 40, 80% shooting. Really sound basketball.
They retain possession. They get it back. They grab their own miss. And here's Crowder from the arc. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Boy, you love to see Jay Crowder dial it up from that distance. Boy, that was long.
Bridges against McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. And he goes in for the dunk.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good.
Ayton uses his length to his advantage. No doubt on the dunk.
McDaniels passes to Edwards. Back to Daniels. And here's Edwards. Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
And you love to see the aggressiveness, using the height advantage to hammer it home.
Crowder, a screen on Russell. Here's Paul. Ayton passes to Paul. Shot from the wing. The offensive rebound.
Well, you have to love DeAndre Ayton's effort, intensity, and relentlessness as a rebounder.
Inside, here's McDaniels. Second shot opportunity. No good on the buzzer beater. Allie, as always, thank you.
32, the Suns, 34.
Just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, this guy, he plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Now here's Crowder. Picked his pocket. Fast break, Minnesota. Russell to pass to Edwards. Crowder with a steal. Now Paul. Outside Johnson. Outside for Booker. To the paint from the low block. Ayton passes to Johnson. Ayton, a screen on Towns. Just 5 to shoot. It's scooped up. Goes back up on the wing, Crowder. Lays out. Phoenix has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Booker for 3. McDaniels with the rebound. And stolen by Booker. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Edwards. There's the drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns entered the league as a force in scoring the basketball. Now he's honing his passing skills. That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Edwards.
Yeah, this is the next step for DeAndre Ayton. He's got to work hard on the defensive end to make a difference.
Back to Booker. Stolen by Russell. Outside McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Booker defending. Back to Daniels. And the layup falls.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Outside Paul. Outside Johnson. Ayton inside. Defended by Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Booker for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
Now here's Towns. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Russell. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Suns have gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. It's blocked by Gobert.
9'9" standing reach. Rudy Gobert twice on the pipes.
And the Suns making a change here. Bridges is checked in. That's tipped. In transition. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy. Focused on finishing firm at the rim. Now here's Paul. It's Ayton with the drive.
A nice job by DeAndre Ayton. Put it on the deck and finish with authority.
Edwards with it, and Johnson picks him up defensively. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And it's going to go on Devin Booker.
Well, Anthony Edwards has the kind of frame and skill set that will make him a force. But it all comes down to paying the price and putting in the work now.
Endorsed with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has. It is not only on the defensive end either.
All right, well, a look at how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
I think one of the things that also strikes me is their activity forcing turnovers, coming up with steals. It has really shaped the tenor of this game.
Payne's checked in for the Suns.
Well, you cannot let Mikal Bridges get into the paint because he's going to hammer it home when you do.
Here's Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
I just love the strong finish there inside.
Man, he's got that dunker's mindset, doesn't he? Always ready to pounce. Now here's Booker. 9 points in the game. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Booker finds Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
What you love about this young guard, Devin Booker, is his ability to hurt you with both his passing and his shooting.
To the middle. Here's Gobert. And it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. For the lead. Pass to Payne. Here's Ayton. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And at the close of the third quarter, still a close. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass would do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for the Suns, getting the fourth quarter going. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. Payne and Booker in the backcourt, and it's Ayton in at the 5. Now here's Ayton. Booker with it. Russell covering. Ayton. Johnson against Towns. Johnson a screen on Russell. For 3, Booker. They get it back. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Guys, I like how assertive DeAndre Ayton is looking right now. This is allowing him to stay hot out there.
Third personal foul. First team foul.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
All game long, they had great energy, leading to ample second chance opportunities, and they converted.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
The shot by Payne, no good.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. Pass to Edwards. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Bridges. Up and in on the layup. And the Suns lead by 1.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Edwards. Oh, rejected by Ayton. And they'll keep possession. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Outside Booker. Pass to Johnson. Misses a 3.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Outside Johnson. Hayden with it. Outside Booker. Fader on the way. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
And that's how you defend. He wasn't showing any mercy with that swat.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
Now here's Ayton. Down low. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Edwards with it. Now guarded by Booker. It's Edwards with a drive. And Edwards slams it in.
Well, you can see Anthony Edwards trying to probe and create an opportunity to get off the dribble drive. Sees that window and exploits it.
And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. And Booker puts up a deep 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Driving in. The kick out to Edwards. Russell, the pass to Gobert. Right side McDaniels. No good from outside.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Pass to Ayton. Outside for Booker. The 3-ball. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Edwards. And he banks in the layup. Edwards got 40 points.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact. Doesn't bother him.
Booker, pass to Ayton. To stop the drought. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
DeAndre Ayton, unafraid in the big moment. Nice delivery.
Here's Russell to the inside. And Gobert with the stuff. And that's a double-double for him now.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
But DeAndre Ayton is engaged, he's focused, and he delivers a clutch bucket.
Russell to pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
I almost can't believe what I saw. Incredible.
I'm speechless, man. I'm speechless.
Oh, my God. That was impressive. How many guys can flush it like this man?
Not many, that's for sure. He can really fly.
He's a force. I mean, it gets a lot easier when you face little to no resistance.
Here's Russell following the score by Phoenix. Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
He gets the first, and that trims the lead to 6.
Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
Now here's Russell, outside McDaniels. Into the lane. That shot's good. Russell making the play. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
Here's Edwards. Rebounded by Johnson. From downtown, out of bounds, it'll go to the Timberwolves.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
McDaniels with it. Here's Towns. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. I'm sure they would have preferred a blowout victory.
have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then there's John Morant. And it's Conchar in at the shooting guard. Adams. And that one barely misses as he draws contact. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Towers.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
Well, if you pulled players on who you think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And this is some serious showmanship. Loving that tomahawk right there.
Greg, he came with force, and that's not just about getting 2 points. That was sending, I think, a message. Adams' shot is good.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Morant, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Jackson up top. He's guarded by Russell. Jackson a screen on Towns. Here's Morant. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That's on D'Angelo Russell. And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yeah, it's the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens on the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. It takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Minnesota shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Edwards drops them both.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
Adams sets the pick for Jackson. And the pick by Jackson.
And 1 step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He told me we have to play really good interior defense. We know they want to get to the rim. We know that's the game plan. So we've got some tactics to keep them from doing so. Guys, we will see what they came up with in the lab.
All right, David, thanks. Jackson a screen on Russell. Morant dishes to Jackson. The pass to Conchar. Lets it go from deep. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. First free throw is good. And Edwards drops them both. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Jackson with the screen. And they double up Morant. Stolen by McDaniels. Edwards drives in. And finished off by Edwards.
Man, what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Timberwolves leading by 4.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Clark.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Good.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Jackson passes to Morant to end the run. And then Morant slams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And finished off by Edwards.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. To the paint. Kick out to Adams. Back to Jackson. Conchar, the pass to Morant. 6 to shoot. Outside Jackson. Here's Clark. And rejection by McDaniel. Timberwolves leading by 8. Russell kicks to Edwards. Towns wide open. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Morant with the bucket.
A point guard with length. Morant can do a little bit more than just handle himself inside.
Gobert trying to get open. The shot comes out, and Memphis the other way now. 23 seconds left here in the first quarter. Conchar, the pass to Clark. And the 3-ball is good.
And this is what the coaching staff loves when they watch Clark, wanting to improve his shooting off the catch. Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Oh, there's nothing more fun than putting a big guy on a poster. That is the definition of an aggressive play.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. The Timberwolves on top, up by 5. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. Hey guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves. Here's Morant. 2 big men inside. Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Ja Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
And it's Clark in the corner. Passes it to Conchar. Jackson has the open look. Off target from 3-point range.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
Here's Towns. Takes it inside. Here's Gobert. And here's Edwards from the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Morant with it. Picked up by Edwards. Adams' shot is good.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 3-point lead. Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Outside, Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
Minnesota leading by 5. McDaniels kicks to Gobert. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Gobert. Edwards finds Gobert. Russell with a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Memphis has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Conchar, the pass to Jackson. Inside. Shoots over Towns. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by Morant.
This is what a near 7-footer like Jackson delivers. Tough inside scoring.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Hey, Richard, for a while, teams went smaller. They became quicker. Now we're seeing some teams go big, playing 2, sometimes 3 7-footers in the lineup. It's amazing.
Yeah, there's always a pendulum swing. Once it goes too small, then all of a sudden the pendulum swings back. And now everyone is looking for size. But you have to have size that can also stretch the floor because teams need guys that can rebound. That's what they're looking for. Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Nice move. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them. And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Here's Edwards, and he drives in. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Jackson kicks to Adams. Screen by Adams. Outside Jackson. Pass to Clark to the left side wing. Here's Morant. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot. The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's Morant, and finished off by Morant.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Here's Edwards. He takes it in, and Adams sends it back. Conchar, the pass to Clark. Here's Conchar. There's 42 seconds left in the first half. That one good for 2. And now just a 5-point Minnesota lead.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Out to Morant. Gobert with the block.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Outside Edwards. Spins. The kick out to Towns. Over to the left wing. There's Russell with the 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Russell's got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves. And so it's Minnesota. Go. Enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter. Sliced right through them.
And when you rip through the D like he did in that first half, you gotta stay aggressive. Keep getting to the rim.
So on the floor for Memphis. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. Then it's Morant. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Conchar into the shooting guard position.
Yeah, multi-dimensional score. Hard to match up with Russell in that kind of space.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Edwards draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
And after a lackluster performance in last year's playoff, Russell has some making up to do.
Yeah, and the efficiency has been a problem. Now, if you're a player whose primary value is at the offensive end, you can't just be a volume scorer.
And it's Towns missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Edwards drives in. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Down low. And finished off by Morant.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this hole yet.
Back to Edwards. And he slams it down right on top of Brandon Clark.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
The Grizzlies trail by 10. Morant drives in. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stuff.
Flying high, Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Morant outside. Clark for three. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. Minnesota leading by 12. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And finished off by Edwards.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Here's Edwards. Finished off by Edwards.
Already one of the league's more creative assist men. Russell making people around him better.
Here's Conchar. Out to Morant. Another shot. Gobert with the block. And so it looks like the Grizzlies will retain possession here. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And Clark has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. It's a 14-point game. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Towns for three. That one doesn't drop. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Clark the pass to Conchar. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Edwards trying to get down.
Have mercy.
Wow.
And once Edwards gets a step on you, it's likely going to be a bucket or a foul or both.
Here's Morant. And he banks in the layup. Morant's got 22.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Morant right side. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And they'll get another chance. Jackson kicks to Adams. Tries yet again. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Adams has got 8 points.
And how about the power by Adams on that finish? Just brushes off the contact. And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. It's Edwards on the wing. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. And Morant throws it down.
Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Minnesota Timberwolves. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Timberwolves leading by 15. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Edwards drives in. That one's not going to go.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
Grant, Edwards with the block.
And the athleticism of Edwards helping on defense, capable of getting up to block shots. And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
His court vision has been on display in this one. He's doing a tremendous job just orchestrating the offense beautifully.
Minnesota shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. And finished off by Edwards.
Oh, looks like somebody came out this half on a mission. And his intensity on offense, it's been fun to watch.
And that one's good by Clark.
You gotta know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And they recover it. Russell passes to Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Edwards got 49 points in the game.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Russell from deep three-point territory. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Morant dishes to Jackson. Stolen by McDaniels. Stolen by Jackson. Driving inside. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And you can see the strength that Jackson has added to that huge frame. He is turning into a monster.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of... Look out! Look out!
Okay, I see you.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Took the opportunity when he saw it. Morant's got 27 points.
Ja Morant was a great player, but he became a star once he learned how to dominate pick and roll.
And denied at the rim, but they call the foul. Whistle blows, and we'll see him shoot 2 from the line. First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. The Grizzlies trail by 19. Adams with the screen on Russell. Here's Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on D'Angelo Russell.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
And he's good on the second. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Adams sets the pick for Morant. Feeds to Adams. Good, and the nice assist from Morant.
And that play is tailor-made for Adams. Not many guys set a better screen and then a quick roll off it to get the finish.
And he makes the first. And Edwards drops them both. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Here's Conshaw. His three-pointers off the mark. Minnesota leading by 20. Towns kicks to Edwards. And there's the drive. And Edwards with the stuff.
And how How about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam?
Oh, look at that play right there! Woo! Wow!
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
Hey, guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Here's Jackson into the lane, and Jackson throws it down.
Putting on a show. Jackson Jr. showing you what a big man can do at the rim.
Here's Edwards. Good, that's another bucket.
That 61 point.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Morant with a wide open look. Good on the three-point shot. Morant's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Grizzlies.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Minnesota.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Anthony Edwards.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in, and if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Blocking foul on Jaden McDaniel. Second personal foul. Third team foul.
43 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. From deep three-point range, rebound Minnesota. 22 with their biggest lead.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
Left side, Towns. Wide open. And again, it's Minnesota converting.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Here's Russell. Morant with the steal. And Morant throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to growth. That's just textbook right there.
Thanks very much.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.